Hey YouTube, Do-It-Yourself Junkie 369 here, and today's video is going to be a real quick video on should you do something yourself. And basically it's going to look at the cost of your time and materials versus the cost of just having somebody else do it or buying something off the store shelf. So to do that, first you need to figure out what your time is worth. I just went and took the average income for the US, which is just over 63,000, and I figured that was probably before taxes, so I went ahead and chopped out 30% for taxes. That drops it down to just over 44,000 a year. Per paycheck that would be about $1,700, and then 80 hours a check means you're effectively working for $21.26 take home an hour. But that's not the whole story, because there's other stuff involved with work. Like, let's say you have a 2-hour commute. Really, your 8-hour day is now 10 hours for that paycheck or that bit of money. And then let's say because you're going to lunch, you spend $10 on, because you're going to work, you're spending $10 on lunch, going out to eat, or eating at the cafeteria on campus or whatever that you normally wouldn't spend if you were at home. So you should subtract that out. And then say your 2-hour commute eats up $6 in gas. That's $3 a gallon with about a 30-mile commute one way. If your car gets 30 miles to the gallon, I'm figuring 2 gallons for that. So all that stuff would get taken out. Let's say maybe you don't eat lunch there, you bring something from home. Well, then you got to add in the amount of time it takes you to do that meal prep and the amount of time for the materials used in the meal. Same thing, like let's say instead of a car you're commuting on a bus. Well, now you have to figure out your bus costs pass per day basically, and all that goes into I just took the hourly rate here, multiplied by 8, because that's 8 hours a day. Then I've subtracted out these cost, the $10 and $6 here, because that's per day. And then the day is a 10-hour day, so divided by 10, and that drops your effective wage, or what you value your time at since you're working at that job, at $15.41. If that seems too low, maybe you're working at a job that you're undervalued at, and you should be looking at something else. And that value could change if you move closer to work, or maybe making meals is cheaper and it doesn't take you very long to prep something, so you're not losing that much time-wise. Stuff like that could change how you value your time. So over here, for my price example, I went with the Riggers belt that I just recently built, because I figured it'd be easy, not much there. And if I went on Amazon, I could buy it for $76.94. Materials for do-it-yourself this side was about $30 for a buckle, about $2.64 for the 1 3/4 inch webbing, $8.59 for the iron ring, about 17 cents I think for the little bits of 1-inch hook and loop, 79 cents for the 2-inch loop that goes halfway around the belt, and then 18 cents for the 6 or 7 inches of 2-inch hook that goes on the free end of the belt that feeds through the buckle, and about 22 cents for some 1-inch webbing. So I've got all the parts there except for thread, and I have no idea how much thread it used, but it probably wouldn't add that much, maybe a couple cents to the price. So material total is $42.58. And then my video only took 40 minutes. Obviously some of it's sped up, but even while making the video, which adds a lot of time to the process, I was able to do it in under an hour. So for my price total, basically take materials plus time times the hourly adjusted wage over here, and that gives me $57.99. And then you can figure out your savings or loss by taking the commercial price minus whatever your price is, and in this case it's a positive number, so it's a savings of $18.95. So in this case I would say, hey, yeah, if this was my income doing this project myself, or DIY, is worth it. Now if I made more money than this, that would greatly change this number and probably make it not worth it, in which case it would be more beneficial for me to go out and just purchase it already complete. So I just wanted to run through this real quick, since this is a do-it-yourself channel, and I don't always follow this because sometimes even though you have a loss here, you might be gaining something else. So it could be the experience of doing that job, the pride in being able to do the job and doing it well, maybe better than the commercial product, or it could simply be just kind of relaxing, like gardening, where it's probably more efficient to go out and buy food, but if you raise it in a garden and spend all the time out there, it's kind of relaxing for some people. So there's other benefits to doing it yourself rather than just monetary that might swing your decision one way or the other. But I just wanted to show this, and I might come back around and do this video on other projects that I've done. Like if I'm going to start a new project that is going to take a lot of time, high expense, I'll probably revisit this and show whether or not I'm saving any money. Hope you liked the video. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and check out some of my do-it-yourself videos. Thanks for watching.